situations that's been going. It's been some funny shit happening to me.
Thanks.
I don't know. Everybody don't really know the story. So www love the number
Two.
jamradio.com. Love you acting a little slow today, but it's going down. It's Friday. It's Real Relos Fridays. Our special guest, who is Mr. Kevin Charles, counsel for today. He had some issues going on with his family, so we gotta respect that. He just had some stuff he had to take care of. So we gonna keep it moving. We gonna have a great show. We gonna keep doing our thing. While we talking about doing our thing, I'll be doing my thing on September the 26th at the Luna Hookah Lounge, formerly known as Skyline Hookah Lounge.
I did not realize that they changed the name of it.
Me either, till I showed up for a meeting.
Did they sell it, or he just changed the name?
No, he just changed the name because he wanted to get away from the younger crowd that's, just try to give it a new face, I guess. So they changed the name of the venue, and, shout out to Eddie, actually changed the name and changed the sign. A lot of these clubs just changed the name, and you show up and they still got the old name on the building. So he went ahead and got new signs.
Now you know it's real.
So yeah, it's the Luna Hookah Lounge. That's September the 26th. I linked up with a cat named Khalid Rashid. We've done shows in the past in San Antonio, Dallas, all on the road, stuff like that, Austin. And he's gonna come down here and actually do his 3-year anniversary for Pulse magazine. I believe I was featured in the first magazine.
When was that? 2000.
This was like 2006. No, chill, lovely. I ain't started doing comedy till like 2013. I probably linked up with him in like my 4th year, so it's probably like 2016, 2017.
Well, I was off by 10 or 11 years.
It's all good. But I mean, he's back out. He's doing this thing. He's ready to get busy. Tickets are available online right now.
And what is the magazine about?
He basically highlights artists. He highlights models. In the past, like I remember one year he dropped like three different magazines, and one was highlighting artists, one was highlighting different businesses, and I believe the other one was highlighting models. So it was like a 3-part magazine, and you was able to order online, and you can have it shipped to you, or you can download the images and just have the magazine on your phone all you want. So he's doing this thing. He's bringing it back. This is the 3rd year. I believe the magazine has Skylar Dunn on the cover from Damage Control. So shout out to Skylar. She'll more than likely be in the building as well. I don't know who all is going to be there, but shout out to Shelby. She reached out to me earlier and said she's going to be in the building. She's coming all the way from San Antonio, and she's putting together something big, so she'll be there. So we're going to just have a lot of dope energy. I just found out Miss Lovey is going to be in the building. The one and only queen of all things indie will be
yes,
in the
I
building.
will be in attendance.
So if you don't come to see nobody else, come to see Miss Lovey, who will be in attendance. I'll be hosting. I'll be doing some jokes. He asked me to reach out to Mr. White, Cornelius White. I don't know if he's going to be back in town. He's been traveling, so Cornelius might get up there and bless the stage with some jokes.
Where he been at?
He's in
Louisiana, Oklahoma.
He was like in Maine or something. The last time I saw him post, so I think he's up there for work. He had on a lot of work gear, so I'm assuming he's up there working a protesting or something. You never know what people do these days when they go out of town.
Right.
Just stay out of trouble, stay safe. If they scared of you, then they probably gonna shoot first. So make sure you stay out of trouble.
Right.
But yeah, I'm expecting that to be a pretty dope event. I believe I could be saying this wrong, but I think there's only 40 tickets, and it's probably not 40 left because I waited until I got my deposits to start posting the link just because to make.
Why you have to tell everybody?
No, because. Until I get I'm not officially working until I get my deposit.
We know that. So, well, I hope people know that.
I need like all business owners to know that, because if I don't have my money, then I'm not focused on that right now. I'm focused on my money, and I do a lot of different things here and there, and I got a lot of ideas. I help people out here and there. So, and then I'm getting married next Saturday. So
congratulations.
So that's thank y'all. So that's definitely what my priorities have been, because it's like, if I'm paying this money for this wedding and putting money here and putting money there and investing my time and energy, then I can't be focused on the event that I'm not getting paid for if I need that money to pay for this and pay for that. So that's all it was. And then a lot of times you want to make sure that it's in stone, and once you get your deposit, then you know it's in stone. So then I can actually start working. So shout out to Mr. Rashid. He's actually sent me my deposit this morning. Go to my page, check it out. I posted the link information. Go get your tickets, because like I said, it's only 40 tickets according to the flyer I posted. And another thing, there is the after party. The after party is going to be at a hotel. I didn't post that flyer because you don't want everybody just showing up to the after party and missing the entire event. So I'm gonna wait till I have to go ahead to post the after party information. He may have already posted it, but I'm gonna wait till I have to go ahead to post it, and at least wait till we get a certain amount of tickets sold before I start posting the after party information. Because people will just skip the club event and go straight to the after party, ready to turn up. Another thing with tickets, there are a couple of VIP tickets, and VIP tickets come with goodie bags. I'm not sure everything that's going to be in the goodie bags, but I do know that one of the 25/8 Money Never Sleep shirts will be in there. I actually have my 25/8 shirt from 10 years ago, now like 4 or 5 years ago. So I just always kept it. I mean, I've been rocking with them. We've had a lot of funny stories, a lot of stuff that just happened. And I've had a lot of laughs with Mr. Rashid. Like, it's been shit that happened, and me and him will be in the same place, and I see it, but I won't say it because I'll just leave it alone. But he'll be right there and be like, "Damn, did that nigga just pee on it? Did that nigga just pee on himself?" And he just said out loud, but like, I know he peed on himself, and he trying to figure out if he peed on himself. So I just left the shit alone. But that was one of the funniest nights ever to me, because I had a comedy show that night, and he actually came through to support. I don't remember I don't even remember the name of the venue, but we was out there by like Katie or something, and he showed up to support me out there. And that was just an awesome night, funny night. It was real dope. Then another show I did for him, I want to say we was in San Antonio. I did a couple shows with him in San Antonio. One of the shows, we was at Club Grooves with my boy Novocaine, who's getting a lot of work right now during this quarantine. If you're looking for artists you want to work with, holler at Novocaine. He got a lot going on. I think he just received distribution with like Snoop Dogg's label or something like that. I really don't understand the same company, but I don't care about all that. It's just a lot of shit going on, and I don't feel like digging to figure out who's doing what. But I do know this show was at his club that I did, and it was actually legit. I got paid that night. It was packed as shit that night. It was kind of like what we do with the independent artists, how they get up there and do their thing. And it was a lot of, like, I met a lot of dope artists that night, and they're still doing their thing. I met a lot of bullshit artists that night too. I want to say that night it was a guy that was rapping. It was a Hispanic guy, just to put some color to it.
Just to give us the visual.
And in his rap, the music cut off right when he said, "Put it in the dookie shooter." Like, and everybody in the crowd would looked at each other like, "What the fuck he just say?"
He just said the dookie shooter.
And then he tried to cover it up at the end. He's like, yeah, don't mind me. I just got out of prison, da 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 da. And I'm like,
TMI.
And me being a young comic who don't know no better, the first thing I said when I got on stage was like, "Did he just say put it in the dookie shooter?" And then the guy came to me after the club, after right when we got ready to start partying. The guy who said it approached me. He was like, "Hey, you think you funny, huh?" And I'm like, "Well, shit, I'm lit. Like, we've been drinking. I wasn't smoking, but I was pretty lit. I want to say we had a couple bottles that night and pre-gamed and all that stuff prior. So when he approached me with that, I'm like, oh shit, I'm finna have to slide me a nigga from prison. And he was like, "Yeah, you think you funny, huh?" I was like, "Well, oh yeah, I'm a comedian. My name is comedian Rillos." And then he was like, "Oh, all right, yeah, that's why you're a funny man." I was like, "Well, I thought I was gonna have to slide you." But I mean, he had a couple people with him, and I had a couple people with me, because we was just down there deep, and like
right.
San Antonio was like fucking with me real tough. So I already had like a good following down there. No matter where I went in the club, everybody was like fucking with me because they knew who I was at that time. So that was just the weird, probably one of the weirdest things I ever heard somebody say on stage, other than that time when we was at Play Downtown and the nigga forgot his own lyrics and he just said whatever the fuck. I don't remember what he said, but it made the film. So shout out to him.
Yeah, those are the good old days.
Man, I got some hilarious stories with Khalil Rashid. I remember one time we did a show in San Antonio.
Don't you want to save him for when he's here?
No, I don't. No, I don't. I want him to bring him up when he's here and say, well, why did you bring that up? I remember one time, me and Corn went down to San Antonio. We did a show at the Epic Lounge. And that night, like, we was finna head back to the hotel for the night because it was like, the show finished late as shit. I want to say the club stayed open past the time it was supposed to stay open. And then I got back to the room. I was getting lit, and Khalil Rashid called me at like 3 in the morning. It was like, "Hey, come pick me up." And the whole time, like, he dead ass serious. Like, "Hey, you know, I'm in a situation right now. You know, it might have been some criminal shit. It might have been some, you know, he had an accident and a wreck." But I was so lit that night. I was just cracking jokes the whole time. So he's serious about, "Hey, come pick me up. I need a ride." I'm like, "Oh, you better Uber." So I'm fucking with him the whole time, and then, you know, it turns out after that it ended up being some serious shit, and I was just being a comedian that night. But that was one of the funniest nights I ever had. Like, I just can't turn this comedy off. So I will be hosting that event. I will go into more detail. Lately I've been quarantined. I've been staying away from a lot of people outside of work. And life has been good to me. You know, it's like, you know, I've had family affected by the COVID-19, but the people who taking the necessary precautions, like we do here at Love the Jam, and cleaning stuff and making sure, you know, we not you know, just putting ourselves out there and social distancing properly. Like, we all been good. We all been taken care of. I had people get sick at work and people I cross paths with, and it ain't even affected me. So, not saying that it won't, but, you know, we just gonna keep them prayers, and hopefully God keep me and all the people around me covered. So, that's really what's been going on. So September the 26th, which I got way off subject, is the magazine 3rd anniversary. Come out, get your tickets. I'll be posting the link every day up until the show, just to make sure I remind people. I know it's gonna be a lot of people that wait to get their tickets last minute, but if you can, go ahead and knock that out. Get your tickets early. It's gonna be a movie. Like, I expect to have a good time. It's been long awaited. He's been working on the website and really pushing to get this magazine out. So that's what we're gonna do that day, and I have full confidence in him to get people out. He works with a lot of people, he deals with a lot of people, and then I even got what's her name coming from San Antonio, you know, just to come rock with us that night, and she was the one who connected me with him years ago, and now we got another plug for Dallas. I'm not gonna say too much on that part about the Dallas thing because they're looking for a media platform, something like Franchise Music TV. I introduced, I mentioned that to her, like, because she was like, "Hey, I'm trying to get on a Roku or the Fire Stick, da 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 da." And I mentioned to her that when she come down, she would speak with Miss Lovey, and, you know, maybe we can talk about Franchise Music TV being that platform for that event.
Because it's definitely relaunching.
Yes, so it's like perfect timing. Like Lovey say, the universe is coming together.
Indeed, it is.
And another thing I want to say, like, speaking of the universe coming together, a lot of things are going on with this COVID-19. A lot of people are looking at the glass as it being half empty, but if you look at this glass being half full and you're an independent business owner, or you got something that you've been wanting to do all this time, now is the time to do it. People at home not doing nothing, they waiting on something to do. It's some people out there protesting, but people got time right now, especially if you have a product where it's a build-to product to where eventually they're going to be purchasing something. Now is the time to put yourself out there, link up with people, connect with people, book a radio interview, because you definitely could be here promoting whatever you have going on. Like, this pandemic has birthed so many different things in people. Like, my fiance, who I'm getting married to next Saturday.
Yay!
Shout out to future Miss Johnson.
Hey.
She started a balloon business. Now I've seen people do like the big arches and this and that, and I'm like, you know, balloons just ain't for me. It's not something I do. But she started doing it, and she's amazing at it. And I've seen her.
You mean like balloon animals and stuff?
No. She's not into the clown business.
I'm trying not to. Hey, I heard clowning is good money.
I'm the clown in this family. But actually doing the balloon arches and doing the backdrops and stuff like that, and it's actually been coming out pretty dope. I
balloon
know
arches. Okay.
Last week we had like a private party for Chef Ash, who actually did
happy birthday.
And she whipped up the back thing for
I
her,
saw the
and then
picture.
they
That shit
put the
was
video,
dope.
and it's like, man, it's like you did that quick, and it added so much more to the picture. So if you are looking for that, make sure you holler at her, holler at me. We'll connect and do that. She's had people already contacting her to come out and do it, and it don't take her long to do what she got to do, but book her early because she's pretty busy, especially with the wedding going on. Next Friday will be my last show before I get married. We're gonna cut up. We're gonna have a good time. I don't have a best man due to the pandemic. We kind of cut down on my people in the party, and then I never added people back. It's like once I trimmed it down, I just left it like that because I don't like keeping people on the fence on whether they're gonna do it or not gonna do it, and then with the finances and everything that people got going on, you don't want to ask them to put more money into something when you don't know their financial situations with everything that's going on. So I don't have a best man planning me a bachelor party, but if anybody out there is feeling, moved to bless me, just shoot me a quick inbox and let the Lord use you. Amen. Hallelujah. But next Friday we're gonna turn up here and have a good time. It won't be a bachelor party here. But we are gonna turn up and have a good time. Okay, Miss Lovey?
Indeed, we shall.
So after we leave here, it ain't no telling what I'm gonna do. I won't be seeing her all day on Friday. I won't see her I probably won't see her from Wednesday until the wedding on Saturday. So we're gonna see how that goes. That'll be my first time doing it like that. So, and this time is gonna be real. This time is gonna be the last time. I've definitely found myself more passionate this time, towards the woman. I found myself more happier. Like even if we argue, I'm more like I'm gonna get my point across because I love you, and she's gonna get her point across because she loves me. It's not just I'm gonna get my point across and fuck you like it was in the past. It's more of a like, hey, we're understanding each other, we're learning each other, and we're growing amongst each other. And we understand the reason for arguments is to understand each other better. And we don't always have to argue, yelling at each other and stuff like that. We can just have a simple communication or a disagreement. It might be a disagreement, I'm calling it an argument, but we can have a simple disagreement and see each other's sides of it, and we end up growing from that. And
that takes growth. Oh
yeah, it's definitely been a whole lot of growth. And that's one thing that this pandemic has produced. Like it has produced growth amongst me and my family, me as an individual. I built my relationships with people at work where they understand and they see the way I think. I've gotten closer to God and seeing and hearing Him speak and allowing Him to tell me to do different things and actually hearing Him. And another thing is like I've also been able to stop and reflect on my past, and I see like throughout my life how often God was here, God was there, God did this and God did that. And it's just amazing how it's just amazing how He has had me covered all this time, regardless of all the crazy stuff I done said, the crazy stuff I done did. Like I'm a sinner, like,
but you're still a good person in your heart, basically.
Yeah, I'm a good person after God's own heart, in the long run. But I've done things in the past where I don't deserve it, and it's like, hey, grace and mercy cover me. So I definitely appreciate that from Him. I know it's some stuff I got to get out my system. He know I ain't perfect. Hopefully I get most of it out by next Saturday, which I'm sure I will, because I'm definitely a new person now, and I'm ready to enter into this new chapter of my life. I'm ready to get back on stage. If anybody's looking for some booking, my next available day where I will be on is September 25th. That's when I will be on stage. But if you have something,
if you're gonna be working, then let me know. So
I am working.
We got hella events probably.
I am working. If you're looking for a host, you're looking for somebody to just come up there and do some jokes. If you're tired of these lame jokes about the COVID-19 that everybody else is doing, come holler at me, because I got some funny COVID-19 stories. I got some funny stuff, and it ain't just dragging people down through the dirt. We actually gonna have fun, and we gonna laugh at it. And I'm gonna tell y'all how I've been handling the COVID and some of the things I've experienced, because I'm probably around thousands of people every day, and different people have different perspectives on what's going on with the COVID. Like my job, one day I'm in like Humble area, one day I'm in Kingwood, one day I'm in Atascocita, and all those places are close to each other, but you'd be surprised how different people are and how different their perspectives are, and how one side of town people care less, the other side people care more, and then I go all the way as far as Crosby and Huffman, and it's like they be in there like no mask, no shoes, no shirt. It's just what COVID-19 out there. So
you can't let it run your life. Like, I understand the necessary precautions, but you can't
it don't run. I don't feel like it
I'm not saying it's running your life, but I'm just saying you can't let it run your life. So when you see people that are out and they're trying to live their life, they're not
living normal. It ain't even
even normal, but I'm saying they might.
No, they living normal out there. Like it ain't
the new normal.
It ain't nothing out there in Crosby. It ain't nothing that says COVID-19 going on in some of my stores. You would think like they don't have no like a lot of stores have like a shield or something between the cashier and the customers, or the cashier, or they're requiring customers to wear a mask. Them stores out there don't even care. It's just like, hey, you know,
Damn.
You've been coming here for years. We want your business. You need to come here because a lot of their stores, they can have like we got a gas station right here. That's Texaco right up the street. To them, they might have a Texaco out there, but that Texaco is their Walmart.
Because it's the closest thing.
Exactly. Or the Dollar General is their Walmart. So they're going to live life as if, you know, it is what it is. And I enjoy being out there because I'm still masked up, but it allows me to relax. But another thing, too, the racism is real out there.
The what?
The racism is very real.
Yeah.
Right on the border of...
I'm mad you breaking the city down like that.
I don't give a damn because I almost had to shoot somebody a few weeks ago. And it wasn't because I was afraid of them. It wasn't because I wanted to fight them. It was just a matter of disrespect.
Niggas is getting hella disrespectful out here.
And this was a white person. He thought it was funny I had to brandish my iron. I know that's a crime.
No, it's your right. What you mean it ain't a crime? You ain't you ain't no felon anymore.
Hold on. Not too much.
Right. I'm just saying.
Did that happen? That happened this year too? That's crazy. Well, that started like in October of last year, but it trickled into this year. So 2020 has been a different year. Like it's been so many different things that could have like stopped me or just got me down or really broke my spirit as far as being the person I am. But I've been able to overcome things like over and over and over. And it's not just me by myself. It's just a testament of how good God has been to me, because it's stuff going on with people around me and I'm just still being me. I'm like, yeah, I feel what you're going on, but God is good. And, you know, me being me has allowed people to take it to the next level, you know, in their lives and, you know, really see the bigger picture. We're gonna take a break because I want to come back and talk about, you know, racism and some of the things that's going on in our society and just my perspective of how I'm seeing things and you know, possibly how we can change them. Thank you for tuning in. www.love2jamradio.com